Grampa.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim flam sauce with the awesome fave, with shafafa on the side.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another week, a big holiday week on Mike Mayo's Lunchbox, and we are coming to you live today, remote show from Grampa's Bagel, Café, and Deli in Dania Beach, right around the corner from my house. We have Jeff Defo DeForest manning the fort in his home studios, the Beach Cam in Lauderdale by the Sea. How are you today, Defo?
Real good. Beautiful day out there. And I'm hoping, I don't know which one of you is going to grab it or you're going to cut it in half, but I'm hoping you ordered the standard potato knish for me because it is fabulous there. And, I always look forward to getting down there. But nice to be with you guys. And it's the holiday week, my favorite week of the year, Thanksgiving week.
We're in a great mood today. I don't know about you. I have had a unbelievably big weekend of eating. And I ate so much this weekend, Defo, that I pulled my rib cage muscle. So I am listed I'm been placed on the injured list heading into
and Joe Burrow. Nice.
Which is not where you want to be heading into Thanksgiving week. However, I am such a pro that even though I started having my my gout toe started flaring up yesterday. I took 3 Advil and that went away. I'm plowing through because, and I did my 4.5 mile walk this morning. I got back.
I saw that.
And
very noble.
I'm just ignoring all injuries and pain because this is what food professionals do, and just got to keep soldiering on. So here we are. Mike Lubitz, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. Eating wise was sort of low key. Didn't do much. Did some just simple cooking around the house. But happy for Thanksgiving and definitely getting ready for the food onslaught, not only today, but this whole week.
Yeah, it's going to be something. And we're at Grampa's. There was a little confusion. I didn't think Mark Freed, the co-owner, proprietor here at Grampa's, was going to be in today. I came in early this morning to say, hey, we're going to be doing the show, block off our usual spots. And they said, oh, Freed is not around and the manager is off. And I think they're putting in some new computerized system tomorrow, the Toast system, which a lot of restaurants use. And that's always like a cause for concern, especially in a big holiday week. I didn't think Freed was going to be here. But lo and behold, when I walked in 5 minutes before showtime, they were like, oh, yeah, he's here. And he wants you to do a turkey dinner, a brisket dinner, and that was already after we put in our order, Defo.
Wow.
And you will
This is like your 5th Thanksgiving dinner that you're having. You had that fried turkey there from the batch.
Fried turkey from batch.
You had the turkey at Delaware Chicken Farm.
Yes.
And now you're going to have another turkey, and this is a prelude to the big Thanksgiving feast at the X's house.
At Michelle's. And then actually I'm going to be also going to Val's, and she's preparing a Thanksgiving feast.
Oh, geez.
Her father's at her sister's place in Coconut Grove. I've lost track. I think it's
like 5 or 6.
You have the ring for the thumb. I think it's I've got a wing for each finger, or a wishbone for each.
Exactly.
You're going for one for the thumb. That's beautiful. Yeah, you and Magic Johnson.
And in addition to that, and this is why it's getting crazy, it's all right. It was my daughter's 18th birthday, as we mentioned last Friday on the Gulfstream show. And we had a procession of food and restaurants. It's not just birthday day. It was birthday weekend. And we had an extra meal thrown in because her high school football playoff game that, she's the cheerleading captain for her school. It got postponed because of the flooding at her school. And they moved the game to Delray, and they said, cheerleaders, we don't need you. So she ended up being free on Friday night, which meant we had one more meal, and it was the final night of the Twin Lobster special at Tropical Acres. And let me tell you, Jack Studiali and Jackson, they got us in right away. I called about a half hour before, and it was a mob scene there. I mean, season is here. It was the last night of the Twin Lobster special, and I made the phone call. Everybody's milling in the front lobby there. And how long do you think we had to wait there, Defo?
A 0.0.
And they whisked us right in. It was, it's
The
good to
Mayo
be the
treatment.
king. Welcome back to the Lunchbox. Mark
Oh,
Freed,
Mark
the
Freed.
man.
back,
There he
everybody.
is. All right. Hey, what's up, Mark?
He's
Freed.
the incredible
Yeah, you look
shrinking
great.
man.
Yeah,
What's
I
going
wish.
on?
Must be the food. Oh, look who's in the outfield.
Yeah,
What's up, buddy?
We've got
Hey, how you doing, Mark?
What are we working from home?
You know what? It was a late notice I got about the possibility of coming down there. I had some other things scheduled. We had a little bit of a rough morning. Lubie, trooper that he is, got right in the car, and
man.
I wasn't sure that it was happening, but so here I am. But happy to see you. And what is this? The new
a
trim?
while.
Are you in the UFC now? Are you going to be fighting on a Dana White
I
card?
figured I'd come and try and
Look
match
good,
up with
man.
you because this guy's not trying too hard.
No, he said he was creeping up there.
Look,
I actually issued him a
Mayo's
warning.
nice,
One of
guys.
those like you better get with it, Mayo, because
No,
this
Well,
isn't
you
good.
can't do it when it's turkey time. You know, it's
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. You don't lose weight on Thanksgiving.
No, it's a
No,
double header.
tough
Mark.
time to diet.
My daughter just had celebrated her 18th birthday on Friday, and we had a whole weekend of eating. She, her mom, me, and we went all over. We went to Tropical Acres Friday. We went to Mundi's Saturday night.
I
We
heard
went
that one
to
too. It's good. right?
Kuro. Oh, the food is good over there. If you've not, it's another neighborhood place here
It's
in
not that
Dania
far from
Beach.
here, right?
Yeah, right on Dania Beach Boulevard. And then we went to Kuro in the Hard Rock yesterday for their big spectacular Sunday brunch. Have you ever done that?
No,
It's crazy.
no,
It's-
because I don't like. I like to get a plate of food.
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't want to eat until I got to open the buttons. You know what I mean?
I pulled the
So-
muscle.
Yeah, I bet you
So
did.
much.
I bet you did. You can have stretch marks too, I guess.
It's already there. And no, and look, we're all wearing
You gotta
black.
be tough like this guy. Look at the shape
I'm
this
trying
guy's
to hang
in.
with you guys.
We're all wearing
That's not good.
We're wearing black because black is slimming, and
Exactly.
I'm not feeling too svelte myself these days.
You're okay. You
What's
got that
going
nice
on?
collared shirt on. I'm
Yeah.
impressed.
What's going on this week here at Grandpa's? You got the holiday coming up. What's the Thanksgiving hours? And you said you do a big brunch crowd on Thursday, right?
I don't know about a brunch, but you know
Oh,
what? We
breakfast.
have the
Like a
we have the
breakfast, lunch
turkey
kind of thing.
dinners, and people like them. And I don't know if you can eat that Thursday before the turkey dinner, but if you don't have it at home, we'll serve you turkey with potatoes and vegetables and soup and
Nice.
everything you need. So, and if not, you can eat anything in the house.
What are your hours on Thursday?
6 to 2,
What are
Okay.
your hours on Friday?
regular hours.
Regular hours,
Regular,
which
nice.
is
6 to 4.
6 to 4. All right. And
3:30 in the dining room.
what about the
4.
rest of the holiday season? Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New
Every
Year's
every
Eve?
holiday we try to close it too. Let the help get home. You know,
Okay,
everybody will enjoy it.
that seems fair.
Tough enough to get him in, let alone let him to stay. So
Nice.
Yeah, so
Well,
it's good.
because Defoe's not here, we still ordered the obligatory potato knish. In
they
his
just,
honor.
and they just came out today.
Oh,
did.
beautiful.
Oh yeah,
really?
the hot dog one came. All of them
Oh,
came
there's a
out
hot
today.
dog one.
Fresh batch of
the hot dog
knishes.
one's nice.
We're at
They just came out. There was none left, and we
Really?
just made them all like
Wow.
less,
that works
less,
for me.
little less, more often is the answer to that.
Nah,
There you
and
go.
the thing is, the claim to fame here of Grandpa's Bagel Cafe and Deli, right here in Dania Beach, right off the Federal Highway, just above Sterling Road, south of Dania Beach Boulevard. You'll find it. You'll see it. It's been here, decades. But again, free.
Still got the old sign right on the corner.
I know because it's
The
a
yellow
landmark,
sign, yeah.
and but again, they've retooled it. It's more of like a New York deli thing, and they bake their own fresh bagels in house every morning,
Yep.
hot and fresh. They bake and make their own knishes, regularly, and you can't beat a fresh potato knish. So the only thing is,
We can keep going. You can
Yeah.
come back.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, do you have other
Oh.
stuff to do?
Yeah. So, anyways, he has. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Defoe, we've and this I didn't mean to kind of, flame you, but this is I ordered before knowing that we were going to get the full like turkey and brisket dinners. A scoop of tuna salad in your honor.
Oh,
That
beautiful.
I like it on a bagel, open face. I think tuna is a wonderful sandwich when it's an open face.
I heard Mayo was going to drop it off at your house tonight.
That'd be nice. You know, and I'm a huge fan of bagels with tuna salad. Mayo is very reluctant to embrace tuna, but he reluctantly, as I said, admitted that he actually does like it.
Yeah,
But,
especially
tuna's
here.
delicious.
Tuna here.
especially with all those seeds on the bagel.
Oh
It's
yeah,
nice.
the sesame seed with the little crunch.
This one's in your. This is in your fame, right?
Oh,
here.
beautiful. Yeah. Tell Lubie to save me a piece of that.
It's all yours.
Yeah. It's not too far out of his way. It's only about 20 miles out of his way, but he can
Yeah,
drop it by
but
the house
if,
anytime.
if, Lubie, if Lubie likes that, good luck saving it.
So let me. Okay. So
I usually have that thing eaten in the car before I get there. It's going to be part of my dining while driving, because it's absolutely delectable.
That's a
Mushroom
nice
barley.
mushroom barley.
And we got to put
Look
in
how
a
rich that is
word
and
for the
thick that
soup
is.
of the day, which is the one I've been waiting for, and we keep missing it because different days have different soup of the day, like any good deli. Mushroom barley today,
That's a nice
Defo.
mushroom
I
barley. Look how thick
love
that is.
a good, thick, hearty mushroom
But
barley.
we always have it frozen to go
Mm.
anytime.
Okay, so let me ask you. I know this is the season around South Florida. I know the holidays, but it feels like whenever we're here, you guys have a great crowd. What are the holidays like for a deli? Because it feels like you guys are like this every time we're here. Like I can't tell the difference whether it's holiday or not.
That's the way I invite you.
Exactly.
You don't know I'm
You
paying for
plan.
half these tables.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Just
So
kidding.
what are the holidays like? I know you said the hours, but what is it like here at a? Because you don't just do bagels, and that's one thing you do the
No.
best bagels in town to me. But one thing we appreciate about you guys is you do the Philly, you're doing turkey, Thanksgiving meal. So what are some of the things people can look for as we have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas, Hanukkah coming up in the next month or so?
Well, we have Clive in the deli who does beautiful catering. So if you want to take anything home, we have that always available.
Nice.
And there's just like a full menu. You know, we'll have it on. It's on the website. You can look at the menu. It's overwhelming, and a lot of different foods.
Well,
so
for Hanukkah, and I believe the first night of Hanukkah is December 8th. I could be making that up. I will double check it.
I can't help it.
But it is you do the potato pancakes that you make in house here, right? And
Yes.
then you usually,
Potato, spinach potato, kasha. I love the kasha personally.
and of course, there's nothing better for Hanukkah. You know, you bring in some potato pancakes, potato latkes with the sour cream, applesauce. You do it all the way, right?
Yeah, everything.
And then brisket dinner if you want for Hanukkah when you're doing the gift giving and the lighting of the candles at home. You could always have the takeout brisket along with your
Got the
potato
brisket,
pancakes.
corned beef pastrami. I mean, the guy and every breakfast you can imagine, pretty much we have.
There you go. All right. Well, I'm gonna do.
Benedicts. And
I'm gonna
we
do
added,
in
we added
hon-
a couple of new things on the menu too.
Nice. And you
What
do
did
the
you
sugar
order here?
donuts, right? The sufficio.
What is that on?
It's called,
What is that?
Oh,
It's
he got a
sausage, egg, and
breakfast
cheese
wrap.
I'm impressed.
I
I've never
wasn't
seen
sure.
it.
I didn't know we were doing
I'm so
Thanksgiving. Oh, you
glad
guys
to
don't even
see
make it. I pulled a Mayo and I created a
All right,
dish. I
I'm
guess.
gonna, in the Defoe's honor and absentia, we're gonna have a nice
that while
bite
it's
of the
hot.
tuna salad
good.
on a sesame toasted bagel, not scooped. I am opposed to scooping your bagels, but I am not opposed to a scoop of tuna salad on the side of your bagel. Defoe, this
a
one's for
scoop
you.
is a scoop.
Well, you know,
What is your take on scooping? Your old school bagel guy,
People like it because it's less
and you do
bread.
whatever people like, right?
Yeah, whatever they want, we do.
Yeah, you don't make a
You know,
face.
No, and if you want
'Cause I
no
would make a
extra
face.
bread,
I
just
give you
order.
credit.
If you want no bread, it looks like no bread. but
Order
just order the
flagel.
flagel.
right?
Right? You have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
It's still the same bread.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and it's less.
Yeah.
It's less carbs.
Have you ever had a flagel, Defoe? You're aware of the flagels, right?
Yeah, I've had them, but I'm a straight up bagel guy. Nothing like it. Yeah, so I would not be inclined to scoop out the gist of what makes a bagel great. Obviously, the outside is very important, but I think just as important is the symmetry between what's considered a bagel and the kind of thick coating there. But yeah, wouldn't be inclined to do it. And when I was a waiter at the Seawayn Country Club, and they used to have us scoop out bagels, I built a bitter resentment towards doing that because you hated to do it as a server.
Agree.
That's my
Okay.
thing. Like there's nothing wrong with it. As Mark was alluding to, I try to stay in shape and do my best, but I also, if you're gonna do it, do it. Eat half a bagel
Listen, if
then.
you're going to
Eat
enjoy
half
it,
a bagel.
just eat it when you want to eat it, and do your exercise. I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah, the whole point of a bagel is the carby goodness. I mean, that's
The
Crunchy
carby goodness.
I'm
The
the crunchy
carby goodness.
He's
What is
working.
So
carby
you're
Look, I've
growing a
got-
white beard for me.
I've got the sesame seed beard going here, Defoe. It's really a shameful thing, but
See, I gotta pick up the slack when you're not here.
Yeah, thank
Defoe,
God.
you know
Thank
what I
God
mean?
someone is.
No, it's good. You egg them on there,
I
Mark.
gotta
It's
keep 'em
perfect.
clean. I gotta keep them clean.
What's been going on? We haven't seen you in a while. So what's
Yeah.
going on with you? You look great. We don't
So
think
you guys,
business is
you
going
guys
well.
are busy. I know it's hard to get you when I need you.
oh, we booked
Mayo's
weeks in advance.
got me like on the back burner. What is that about?
You're one of my favorite
I
places.
gotta tell you,
look forward to
we're
Grampa's.
very
I'm gonna
very
have to
hot.
call you for that one.
You can. My line's always open for
We're a
more.
hot property. We're already booked on the calendar
What else
for
are they
December,
bringing?
December 20th. What's that? You want
Tell
me
me
to?
to bring you a brisket or a turkey.
Oh, they're good.
That's
No,
what we
I,
heard.
I
You
told
ordered
Clive
first.
that we're gonna do the first wave. There's waves of food
Everybody
here.
knows turkey. Let's do the
Waves of
brisket.
food.
No. Clive, I said about 1:15. Drop those brisket and turkey platters because we're doing it in
We wanna
stages.
show it off. We
This
want
is
everyone
like
to see.
breakfast, or and then a lunch, and then we're going to get into more of the deep lunch, as we call it, the brisket.
Down and dirty.
No wonder he still looks like that. Yes.
Oh my goodness gracious! So You were traveling a bit, right? You went out to
I
California.
was in Huntington Beach,
Oh,
California.
that's
wow,
nice.
nice.
Did you try or find any good bagels out in LA?
No, but I did find a place that had croissants, and I tell you what, she was able to make them all day long.
Nice.
And she made them with a bacon, egg, and cheese inside.
Nice.
And I got to tell you something, they were unbelievable. I think about it, but I don't know how I could keep up with that. That's a hard one.
There was a breakfast joint out there in, I believe it was Santa Monica. Last time I was out there with my daughter.
Yeah, I'm not far
pre-COVID.
from there. I was about 30 minutes. From
Okay, nice. Yeah, well, that's
But
a
the
little bit
bagels
south.
that we picked up for the hotel just to give them away,
Terrible.
they were, oh boy,
It's awful.
oh boy.
Well, I went to a breakfast place called Egg Slut. Have you heard of that?
Eggs slut.
Egg Slut. It's just like a
Did you
breakfast.
have the eggs or the slut?
I was
Which one
gonna
did you
say,
have?
are they confused?
They-
He's throwing this. He's throwing this TV show on.
No, it was.
Triple X.
It's like a little chain that's. I guess they have them in California. There's
Slut.
one in.
What?
in
They
the-
couldn't think
no,
of a
my
better
daughter
name?
saw it when we were out there. She was about like 15. She saw that. Says, "Oh, we got to go there." And I was like,
I don't know what to do with
I don't know, but it was like they had like a variety of egg dishes and wraps, but they didn't have any bagels, thank God, because yeah, the
Jesus.
LA. Now you lived out there for a stretch, Defo. Did
Yeah.
you? This was a long time ago, but was
Yeah.
there any
Where were you?
reputable either bagels or delis out there when you were?
Yeah, you were able to get good bagels out there. I mean, always people seem to have some kind of New York bias, but I thought they had good quality. My favorite breakfast place, I had two of them. One was the Penguin Cafe, a little hole in the wall, kind of like the Nick was. And I would say that might be the West Coast equivalent of the Cypress Nook when it was operating on McNabb, and now it's open once again, as we've discussed there at the Checkers Old Muncheon. And then there was a place. My first job was in a town called Fontana, California. I was working for a newspaper there, and they had a truck stop that was very. You'll appreciate this. It was off the beaten path, a little hard to find. But the locals that knew about it, the guy literally was like slaughtering the pig after you ordered it. You could hear some pig squealing in the back. That's how fresh the food was. And it was great. And the oddity there was, and this was a long time ago, but everybody at the bar where, it was a small place, and they're all eating these dynamite breakfasts, huge ham steaks, eggs done to perfection, all kinds of different things. And everybody had a long neck Budweiser beer instead of a cup of coffee.
Awesome.
Because it was that type of crowd, steel workers and truck drivers. Those were the people that
You fit
were
right
the
in.
patrons there.
So tell
I
me,
loved it. You know what? It was a secret hideaway. I don't remember the name of the place. It was like, well known in the trucking industry, and we used to go there and just absolutely loved it. But
Was that
yeah, they're
Alice's,
good spots. Good spots everywhere.
Alice's
California.
restaurant? Because you can have anything you want at
the
Alice's
beach is
restaurant.
It was really great. But yeah, many good places, and bagels were not short in terms of quality. You could find
Right.
bagels in a lot of places.
you'll find them if you want, but the place
Yeah.
that my friend went to was just
Question for you, Mark Fried. Have you
Yes.
ever considered a beer and wine license here, like to have beer for the
We
lunch
have.
crowd? Or
yes and no.
okay,
Consider it.
Yes, because it'll make it makes some people happy, but on the other hand, you got to worry about the ones who leave, and you got to change your insurance.
okay, yep.
And
yep,
you know
yep,
what? I'm
yep.
not open for dinner, so I mean, I could give away for free, obviously, on like Mother's Day or certain holidays.
Right,
we
like
could do
champagne
mimosas
mimosas, right,
and stuff
right.
like that, which we do. But I think getting into that is just looking
Okay,
for
no,
me,
because
for a little trouble.
The beer and wine license itself is not costly, but as you
No.
mentioned, the insurance and the potential liability would be. And again, I asked because the prior owners, when it was a dinner,
if I
establishment.
was dinner,
yeah.
you should have it.
Yeah, and but anyway, I'm always, now that you brought up buds for breakfast, Defo,
Yeah.
always
Now I gotta watch
cheers.
out. Mayo comes for breakfast. He's gonna have a beer under the table. I know
You
it.
better have a 6-pack with you. Yes.
I'll have that little flask, or actually that bottle of seltzer I bring in might be spiked with a little vodka.
Vodka, yeah.
That's it. All right, Fried. I guess this is it's a treat to see you back here,
It feels good to be back.
and I'm glad that you're back aboard during season. It is always heartening to come in here to Grandpa's and get ourselves a fine breakfast. I mean, again, you could get the bagels with the tuna salad, the Nova, the lox, the breakfast fish platters. Got-
The big day on Thanksgiving is the beginning because it's like a 2-meal day. So the
Yes.
first meal is bagels.
Yep.
Everybody loves to have bagels and lox and tuna and cream cheese and whatever else.
Yeah, then you have
Fresh
your turkey.
orange juice and then you wait and you eat a big meal for dinner. So
That's good.
So dinner's like 3 o'clock. So
One
it's
people
like,
are on Let's Eat. The things you see a lot are they talk about the Chinese, the pizza, and a good sandwich. They all that the New Yorkers, the things that the New Yorkers always
Right.
lament. You can't find good Chinese, you can't find good pizza, you can't find good bagels, you can't find good sandwiches.
Well, you can.
Florida's a
They
different
just
world
don't know where to
now.
look.
Well, I just remember the last time we were here,
Florida one time.
Defo
Yeah.
spotted it. The sandwiches the last time we were here were ridiculous. It's like my mom says, atase, like the
Yeah.
sandwiches, are
Yeah,
like
yeah.
old school Katz's or whatever. You want a nice sandwich, you don't just have to get a bagel. They make great sandwiches here.
Soups, sandwiches, bagels, the platters. It's all good. It's all here. But I know Freed, he texts me from time to time. He's one of those New Yorkers, just like on the Let's Eat group. Like, where can I get a good calzone? And I sent him to a place that it didn't work out so good.
Don't mention it. Don't
I'm
mention
not
You
it.
even
mentioning
eat
anything.
calzone
I
when
thought
you-
he'd want to forget that.
He doesn't
that
eat
opinion.
calzones, though.
Well,
See,
I
that-
didn't eat there, and I told you. I gave you the
It had a
proviso.
decent rating, but
I said I
wasn't
don't
the
know.
place.
I've never been here, but some
Calzones.
people
Where would I get a good
posted
calzone? That's a
about
good
it.
question.
you want to know the truth?
Yeah, I want to know the truth.
My wife makes calzones.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
At home, and they're delicious. When I tell you, she'll be so happy when she watches the show that I just said that.
Yeah,
But-
I don't know
But
that.
we
I
have
had
a
good
real
calzone.
Italian in the building, and we brought him to her, and she thought they were out of this world.
See, that's
so.
amazing. Then you don't need to go
Defo,
get them.
do you have a secret calzone spot
I don't
for
know
my
where
man
I've got a
Freed
good
over
calzone.
here?
No,
That was
I
from my
can't
wife.
say. I guess Mimi's
one of those
ravioli
cases.
is usually a spot everybody cites.
Yeah, we just filled up the case again, the freezer. With
Oh
all
yeah, they're
this-
carrying Mimi's products here, including the frozen
Yeah.
raviolis, the manicotti.
Yeah, we got a whole case filled up with all Mimi stuff, and
Nice.
Frankie is a pleasure to deal with. So
Oh, cool.
Nice.
they have a really nice place, also. I mean, I recommend them for anything. So
All right. Well, we're gonna let Defo go, and we're gonna
Oh,
go
yeah,
to our
thanks.
first break. And if you
Yeah,
want to
like,
hang
okay.
around when the turkey and the brisket,
Well, I'm watching you guys eat. It's fantastic. It really is.
listen, I'm gonna
Yeah,
make
that's
sure
your
they
dream.
bring you one home.
No, this
Defo.
Kanish is his.
There's no shot. That'll never make it. That'll never make
I
it here.
promise
But
you this is your Kanish.
yeah, I miss getting down there, Mark.
I'll tell you a funny one. When I used to go to work in New York,
Yeah.
and then I had to ride upstate New York to go home, and I used to say, my wife used to say, do me a favor, bring me one of those pretzels from the side of the road. So
Yes.
I put a pretzel in the bag, and I drive home, and I'm in traffic, and every 5 minutes I grab a piece, and I
Little
grab
bite,
a piece,
sure.
and I grab a piece. By the time I got there, she had a little thing left.
I
I learned
liked when they were 3 for $1.
Too.
Yeah.
Oh, they were delicious. Right on the side of the road in traffic, I open my window, and the guy hands me one. It was
Yeah, that's the thing.
beautiful.
Driving while dining while driving.
Defo, thanks for coming online, man.
Hey, thank you for having those boys in there because I know they might eat you out of business, but
Yeah.
I see you're
well,
thriving in the background there, so that'll
I,
make
can
up.
say
For it.
I miss you here. I don't know about that. I can only speak for myself.
They're happy. There's
If
more
they
for them.
say anything when you go off the air, I'll tell you tomorrow.
I miss him.
All right,
Always
sounds
to have
good.
him.
Oh, and Defo, you didn't even get to hammer me about my whole elitism over the weekend, but we'll do that tomorrow. We'll get into that tomorrow.
Again, you just some poor schmo, put something up on the Let's Eat South Florida thing, and Mayo had to come in over the top. The guy got some ribs
I
at
saw
Flanagan's. He has a picture of ribs from Prime 112 and says, "Well, these are
That's not
ribs.
what happened. And my issue is not with the establishment or Flanagan's. It's with
$2.20 versus $22.
food
Unbelievable."
phrases and cliches that I hate because the guy said never disappoints, and it's like, you mean it never disappoints you? Because there have been several posts on here, maybe about the establishment
You
that
talking
people,
Flanagan?
yeah, have been. They do a great job.
I
like
live right
them.
next door to one over in Deerfield Beach.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you one thing: there's a big difference when you eat them in the restaurant
Yeah.
and when you take them home. Because
Yeah.
when they wrap them in foil, they seem like they get wet
Mm.
and they don't have that nice finished broiled feeling.
Okay.
So when I go there, I
There.
eat there. I mean, a burger I
See?
can take home, but when it comes to ribs
A
there,
critic in the making.
See, I like their
they
food.
make
Their food-
great ribs.
My
But you
only-
gotta eat them there.
My only point was not that Flanagan's isn't good or isn't good value or isn't popular. It's just that when somebody uses a phrase
Oh,
like
never
"never
or ever."
disappoints" means never disappoints me.
Well, never is never. The word "never" is impossible.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a food
We aim
business.
to please as much as we can.
Exactly.
But you want to know something? No one's perfect.
Nothing's
No,
100%.
So when you have one bad
99.99.
one and they write about it, they don't
That's the
even
thing
give you a
that sucks.
chance.
Yeah, that's what sucks.
So anyway,
You're
all right,
sitting
well,
next to an elitist, Mark. You're sitting next to an elitist, and it's not Lubie.
It's true.
I
I paid
know
that.
$150.
It's
No,
gentlemen.
$125 per person for brunch yesterday. But I got to tell you something.
It had to be
It's
great.
worth every penny.
Yeah.
They
And what
have-
place was that?
This is Kuro. It's their signature Sunday brunch buffet where they have the Alaskan king crab legs. They got East and West Coast oysters
All you
piled
can
up
drink,
like Mount
top shelf.
Kilimanjaro of crab legs. It's like a shrimp, and and that's just one station.
No
They
stone
have-
crabs. Though, huh?
No, that
they
stone
won't.
crab available for a supplement, but you don't even need them there. You can get You can order crab cakes, and they'll bring them out to you, no extra charge. You can order caviar service, no extra charge. Unlimited drinks. It's vodka. So every once in a while, for a birthday splurge, I say it's worth the money because you can go in there. They have like prime rib sliced up.
So
they
it's
have
$1.25 a person.
$1.25, unlimited alcohol, and you can switch, mix and match. They get Tito's vodka with soda, Bloody Marys, some champagne, mimosas.
Is there a price if you don't drink?
No, that's the thing. My daughter is 18; she couldn't drink. Same price.
And I'm not a drinker.
So I would not worth the money.
Paying.
You spend an extra $50.
But you could eat your money's worth in seafood and crab legs.
So.
No, okay. Well, not anymore.
I get full.
That's what happens.
We'll get full here at Grampa's Cafe.
That's true. You know what?
I'm full of
Sunday
these two,
brunch.
don't worry.
What am I doing? Sunday brunch, the best value in town, right here.
Full plate.
Yeah, full plate. All right,
I watch the plates that go out, and they're pretty good.
They're right here. Look at them.
Defo, good to see you, pal.
Always a pleasure, my friend. Looking great, my friend.
I'll see you soon.
Looking
Defo,
good.
we'll see you tomorrow at Kaizen.
All right.
We're going to be at Kaizen.
I'm looking forward to that. That'll be a great experience.
Tomorrow. Yeah, he's been there. I sent him there. That's a place that I sent him to that he's happy. So it's all good.
All right. See you guys later, man. Have a good one.
All
right. We'll be back with more from Grandpa's Bagel Cafe and Deli after these words on the Lunchbox. It's Mayo for Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me. I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks, they're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 in the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, for tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6. The early bird special runs from 4:30 to 5:30, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox. Want great Italian food in a beautiful beachfront setting? Have I got the place for you? Casa Calabria at the Ocean Manor Resort, 4040 Galt Ocean Drive in Fort Lauderdale. Highly rated across all the restaurant review platforms and totally Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved. Delicious, authentic Southern Italian food in a cozy dining room overlooking the Atlantic. Live music in the lounge, full bar, and a great wine list. Owner Frank Talrico takes great pride in his family recipes from his native Calabria. Fresh fish and seafood, veal, house-made pastas, and marinara sauces smooth as silk. You gotta try the imported meats and cheeses on the antipasto platters, and don't miss that ricotta gnocchi, fluffy little pillows straight from heaven. Casa Calabria, open for dinner Tuesday through Sunday, closed on Mondays. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Hey, it's Mike Mayo. When the Brooklyn boy in me wants a good bagel with Nova or some matzo ball soup, homemade knishes, or a great deli pastrami sandwich on rye, you know where I go? Grandpa's Café in Dania Beach. It's been around a long time, an institution, but a little over a year ago, a pair of New Yorkers came in, bought it, and refurbished the place. It's beautiful, and they are now serving great breakfast, brunch, lunch. They've got the omelets. They've got eggs Benedict. They've got all kinds of great baked goods like rugelach. Grandpa's is just off Federal Highway on Southwest 1st Street in Dania Beach. It's open 7 days. Go in there, tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. We're back on the Lunchbox. I got a face full of bagel with tuna
Shocking.
salad. Jim Sarney just walked in bearing gifts for Lubie.
No, you don't get it. Like, I'm a huge Mitch Albom fan.
Yeah, come sit.
I'm coming. Thank you. Really? Oh, what a nice invitation, Mr. Mayo. I appreciate the invite. Yes, here I come. So Mitch Albom, many of you who like sports know him as a sports writer, but people who read, and I know Defo jokes about the fact that we don't read. I read occasionally, and I read his stuff, like Tuesdays with Maury. Then he had, there was another book he did that was like a bestseller that was not sports related. That was fantastic. So I guess he was down here doing a book signing. He's a new book.
It was the Miami Book Fair over the weekend. A lot of the authors out there and our friends, some of them have written books now, including Mitch. And I don't know if you know the backstory, but Mitch and Jim are good friends because Mitch got his journalistic start at the Sun Sentinel in the early 80s.
Really? Mitch Albom started. I know we've had a lot of people down here. I didn't realize you had Mitch
in the
Albom
early
as
80s.
well.
He was hired by, again, the guy who hired me, Fred Turner, who just unbelievable spotter
what
and
a
judge
guy.
of talent. I mean, he hired Mitch Albom as a rookie. He hired back in the day Gene Wojciechowski, if you know Gene
Really?
Wojciechowski, not Adrian Wojciechowski.
No,
but
Gene Wojciechowski was a great college football writer
Yes.
for years for ESPN.
He hired Bill Plaschke. Bill Plaschke got a start down here. He hired me, which I don't know. I guess one of these doesn't fit with the others. Dave Hyde. Sarney, Mike Berardino.
Yeah,
I mean, again, Fred, God rest his soul, just a guy who loved.
Look, this isn't the Globe. Like, I know in the 90s, the Sun Sentinel got to a place where they were one of the best papers in the country.
Yes.
But it wasn't like the Globe or like the LA Times or the Chicago Sun-Times that you have the New York Times, you have a 50, 100-year history. Like, to do that from the Sun Sentinel standpoint, that's actually really impressive.
It was impressive because, well, Fred, his background was he came from Boston and New England, but he worked at the Quincy Patriot Ledger, which is always kind of like the little guy in the shadow of the Globe. The Globe obviously was, had all the resources.
Boston Herald too, which
it was a Boston
paper.
Herald, which was a tabloid at one point. Was, I think, owned by the Murdochs and then got spun off. But Quincy Patriot Ledger did a good job for being a kind of smaller suburban newspaper, but Fred came from there, got the gig at the Sun Sentinel, and then his specialty, and this is, remember, before we became a four-sport major league town. At that time, it was only the Dolphins who were at their height, and then UM was just in their nascent under the Schnellenberger.
Yep.
And
we had nothing
actually,
else.
Dave Joseph covered the Schnellenberger, our friend at Gulfstream Park. But again, Fred was a master of grooming and finding young talent who come from non-traditional places. He wasn't looking for the people coming out of North.
The Herald, or was Gordon Eads?
Gordon Eads came here also to cover the Marlins. That was in the early 90s.
That was the Sentinel too, right?
That was the Sentinel.
Jesus.
Again, at that point, Gordon was established. But
that's what I'm saying. That's still pretty impressive to get him Dave to write for the Sentinel.
Mitch was like a musician who'd done a little bit of writing, and
that's funny.
And he just said, "I want to hire this kid." And he got him in here. And then, of course, his talent shown that, within a couple of years, he was getting offers from, at the time, what's considered bigger league papers. He went to the Detroit Free Press, where he still writes.
Is one of the legendary
because
papers,
it's a great newspaper in the Midwest, and Detroit was a great sports town. But anyway, that is the long-winded version.
Well, because I'm a big fan of Mitch Albom, and sorry, got him to sign a book with my name on it, which is amazing to me. It's going to be a cherished item of mine. So appreciate Sarney. Appreciate Mitch Albom. Appreciate Mark Freed. He did look good, so I'll give him credit. Maybe that's why he's not going to the buffets, because when you brought up a buffet, he made a face.
He's watching himself, and it's the results are paying off. And I need to heed the warnings, as Defo said, because when I got knocked off track last week,
you were doing fine until the last couple of weeks.
What happened was last week. No, I was doing fine up until the rains started coming. The heavens opened, and they didn't stop. And then I was trapped in my house. I had cabin fever. I mean, I could have maybe did some laps swimming last week, but I couldn't get out of the house literally all week. And then by the time I could get back out on the weekend, I was busy like eating every 2 hours with my, for my daughter's birthday celebration. Yeah. And and then I finally got back out there today. Here we go. We've got some brisket. Oh my God, that looks good. Oh, I love a good brisket. I know. I'm going to put it on my side here. I'm going to put my little bagel side dish.
Look at this.
Come on,
sit. See, you know what's so funny? See, that looks like hot roast beef, which is one of my favorite. It's like comfort, like we talk about
Yeah.
Jewish comfort food.
Yeah.
And I don't know if hot roast beef is actually Jewish,
Here,
but maybe it's Southern. But
Yeah,
I love like a hot roast beef
I
or
just
a
need a
hot brisket. Sorry
setup.
about that.
Is there a setup inside
Yeah, I'll get
somewhere?
that for
All
you.
right, all right. We've
Talk
got
to the
Mark
man.
Fried
This
back
is beautiful, by the way.
here. We've got the brisket. Look at the way it's carved, and the gravy is just puddling on top, and we got the green beans and the mashed potatoes. This is the place to come for. I mean, when I see that, I'd swap
Hot
out
open.
my mashed potatoes, throw a couple of potato latkes on there, and I think Hanukkah. But
You can do
again,
that instead of that. I don't
Yeah.
care. Like you get whatever you like.
But
Make
for-
you happy.
But for Thanksgiving week, I mean, when you get sick of the turkey,
Well, this sells pretty, not as much as turkey, but this
Right.
sells pretty big on
it
Thanksgiving.
sells pretty
also.
big, especially amongst
Yeah.
the New Yorkers that are homesick.
Brisket's delicious.
What kind of do you make this brisket in house, or is
No,
it?
it's Seikenberg's.
Thank you, FPL. I think we're down. Hold on a second.
We're back up.
They're back Lubie, FPL Transformer just blew. I don't know if we're on.
You're not. Nothing's happened.
I'm not hearing anything.
We just had a power
sorry.
surge. That's how.
I don't know if anybody out there in the chat.
We won't be able to hear. You're still there. No, you're not gonna be able to hear. This has to be on.
Just got a power surge. Did you hear that? That's a transformer. I think it was these guys.
You mean in my building?
Oh, they did. They
You're on. You're on.
Okay. All right. Yes, I hear us again. You hear? Okay. So there's some construction going on in the neighborhood, and when those big cranes hit those power lines, that's what happens. Hope all the refrigeration equipment and everything is okay. We're back. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, brisket. It looks beautiful.
Brisket for Thanksgiving is another beautiful thing. If you're not in the mood for turkey and it gets a little bit tired of it, brisket's unbelievable. Hot open brisket, green beans, and mashed potatoes.
Is it a sin to put brisket on a bagel? Or that's something
I
you
don't
gotta
think
just put on?
anything's a sin. I think whatever makes you happy.
Okay, well, I'm going in.
You can
Look at
taste
this.
it just the way it is right
No,
now.
I mean, to me, when you get those little ribbon of fat on the edges, along with it, yeah, because otherwise, if it's too lean, it's got to have a little bit of it, of flavor. Yeah, so here we go.
This is right up your
Going
alley.
into the brisket.
I'll be shocked if we don't see it.
The gravy. That gravy with the
That's a regular.
All right,
That looks live now.
let's see. Should I do a test?
He's gonna check it right now.
Hold on.
Okay, then yeah, we should be good. You're
Okay.
good. You're good.
All right, let's see if we're back. Chat line.
You should leave a little room for the
Feel
brisket.
free to. Oh yeah, I should. We go. Oh, he should.
Yeah.
All right, so we had an FPL incident that I've heard reports. It's not just here; it was also a mile away. It knocked the power out. A little bit
Thanks
of
for
power
coming, guy.
surge. But everything is back in order here. Thanks for sticking with us on the Lunchbox. We're with Mark Fried. We're at Grampa's. It's right there on the corner of Federal Highway and Southwest 1st Street in Dania Beach.
Yeah, it's a
Just
block from
south-
Sterling.
Block from Sterling, block from Dania Beach Boulevard. It's right in the middle here. Everybody knows where Grandpa's is. And I am digging into this brisket platter now, which I need like a hole in the head.
You don't need any bread with that, right?
Mm-mm.
You don't. It's got everything.
That's moist.
He loves
It's
to
juicy.
eat. He's happy eater.
And what do you do for the holiday? Does somebody cook in your family? Or you just like,
Actually, I got invited in the building. I live in a high rise, and I have a 94-year-old woman that invited like 8 people over for Thanksgiving, and we're gonna go there
Nice.
after work. I'll come to work for a few hours, a bunch of hours.
now you might find this hard to believe, but I got to do like 2 meals on Thursday.
You gotta eat 2 meals.
I don't have to eat 2 meals. I got to show my face
You have to eat 2 meals. I'm telling you right now. He has his ex-wife. He's going. Okay, we'll ask you. A happily married man for a long time. He and his ex-wife have a really cool thing.
Correct.
Co-parenting, the whole
She's
thing.
a great cook.
But this is the first long-term relationship he's had since
I've
his
got a
ex-wife.
new woman in my life,
and that-
who invited me. She's cooking Thanksgiving dinner. She does it every year, but this year, instead of doing it at her house in Fort Lauderdale, she's going down to her sister's,
And
where
you're
her
invited.
dad lives, and I'm invited. It's down in Coconut Grove. That's at 2 p.m. So I'm going to do the 2 p.m. stop in Coconut Grove,
And
and then I got to be at
Then the ex-wife with his
my
family.
daughter and
what time
ex,
is that?
4 or 5-ish. So
Oh.
you know.
I'm not talking about the eating. I'm talking about can he get away with not eating at
No.
either of the meals?
No, but he just has to eat like normal people.
That's
That's the answer.
Can he
Just
do that?
eat less.
This is
Not
the man who
normal.
knows me.
I'm
Eat
just saying,
less. Eat a
like-
little less, so
Just
you
take
have.
2 bites.
Otherwise, you can't keep eating.
Like
You're
as
not-
a
you're not-
mayor, you
two
know.
full meals is too much.
No, but what I'm saying is he can't do the thing where he doesn't eat at one of them. He'll get in
No,
trouble.
no,
Either
no,
one he
no,
doesn't
you're
eat at,
doing
he'll
it
never
wrong.
hear the end of it.
No, but just leave out the bread.
You know
if
me.
can. and
First
try to eat this. Try to eat the turkey.
Vegetables and some turkey.
Yeah, and
The
it'll look like you're eating
low carb. I will go keto at the first stop, and then I will go all in on all the carbs and the,
It's
potatoes
hard
au
to eat
gratin.
2 big meals
No,
like
you can't
3
eat 2
hours
meals.
apart. It's just hard, and then it doesn't feel good in the belly.
You want to enjoy it. It's Thanksgiving. That's the whole point of it. Is
You want to
that
hear about a
enjoy the
sick
meal.
day?
You should have
Saturday.
moved the 2 o'clock up to 1, maybe.
Actually, that would be the move.
He's got no pull in this situation.
Oh no, he's screwed. But
Saturday, I
yeah,
did
yeah,
a
yeah.
sick thing because, and this is a good time to talk about the contest. But started off
Oh, yeah.
Saturday. I was down at Gulfstream Park. They're doing these monthly like food festival events that
Right.
I don't know. Do you know Joe Beja? He's the director of hospitality there. Really good guy.
We got to get you out to
And
Gulfstream.
he's
I'll
Look,
come out there. I love it. I love the horses.
Come on
so
out
you're
for
not-
a Friday.
No, we do
Come
these
on out.
brunch
We do
bashes.
our-
You should come and join us. We'd love to
Just
have
tell
you.
me when.
Every
Give me some-
Friday we do our show up there at 10 Palms at the restaurant. But
You're not doing
uh,
this Friday. Are
once a month,
We are. They will be
yeah,
there,
we'll
yeah,
be
yeah.
there. We'll be there Black Friday. We're there every Friday now.
Should I go this Friday? If I
Whatever
can?
you want. You
Think
come.
my wife will let me out?
That's your problem.
That's between you.
Good
Don't
luck.
worry.
You can
Don't
tell her to
worry.
work.
Let her go shopping.
I'll
and then
see
you
how
go to
much
the
money
track.
she lets me have.
Well, have her
Yeah,
go.
right.
It's a lot of fun there.
But this past Saturday,
You're going?
this past
I don't know if
Saturday,
I'll be. I actually need to talk to him.
what's that? This Friday?
He's got to check in.
You got to come to
Yeah.
Gulch. You're not coming on Black?
Oh, Ken may be there instead of me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you going
I was
away or
going to talk
something?
about this off air.
All right, that's all right. I always like to know everybody's plans.
You will have a show, I promise.
Okay.
We will have a show, whether it's me or Ken. We will have a show, I promise.
Anyway, this
Who's
past
Ken, your partner?
Saturday, they had that's his buddy, the professor. He fills in sometimes.
Yeah, he's the one that
because
trained me
sometimes
and all this
He
stuff.
has to go on vacation. We
So what
allow
time do you
Lubie
get there
some-
on Fridays?
Oh, we're there. We do the show from 1 to 2. We get there at 12:30 to set up. It's all good.
It's great.
You
It's
don't,
a
you
lot
don't
of
play
fun.
horses, do you?
Of course, we play.
Oh, they play horses the whole time. Have you met him? Have you met Defo?
I saw him at Chrissy Lee's one day. He was spread out over 4 tables. I think. And it wasn't food.
It was ribs. It was racing forms. It was drinks. That was the Kentucky
I
Derby.
saw you that day. That was
fun.
fun.
That was a lot of fun. I actually won that day.
Oh, we had some big table. We
Yeah,
had a
you were
big
there with
table.
Goldberg. That was quite
we
a crew.
had we had all the guys reading the tellies there. Boy.
Yeah, that was good. But no, last Saturday they had the Caribbean Food and Rum Festival, and I made an appearance there. And let me tell you something. I think of all the events that they've had so far, and this is kind of part of the new lineup because they did a burgers and beers, they did a bourbon and barbecue, they had tacos and tequila. This was like rum and Caribbean food. I think this was the best of all. It was a great crowd. I love the rum cocktails.
Oh yeah, how
The Pilar rum, and they did like this
Everything
specialty
sounds like it had
cocktail.
alcohol in it, right?
Well,
Oh,
it,
yeah.
it had the Pilar rum punch or whatever. It had little pineapple juice and orange and Grenier. It
And
was
so where do you guys go every?
well, we do it
Friday.
at their
It's
usual
10
10
Palms.
Palms is the restaurant that is on the second floor, where they have a Sunday brunch buffet, but they also have a regular menu for when there's live racing. So on a Friday, I tell you what, they do a really nice job. They have a weekly like fish special, and they know how to cook fish really well. They have some sushi. They have, the burgers and some other dishes. And they always take great care of us. And so we do the show there every Friday. But I got to give special props to Joe B because that Caribbean Festival, I mean, they had things like the mojo roasted pork, Cuban dishes. They had the Jamaican beef patties. They had the picadillo cups and the plantain
Oh,
cups.
nice. Oh, man.
And all the food was really good. And I just thought the whole thing was great. And then next
Wow.
month they're going to be doing on a Sunday instead of a Saturday, they're having a holiday party, and I'm trying to convince them to do a whole roasted pig along
Yes,
with some
like a
other
China.
holiday
Like a live
treats.
roasted pig?
Well, like do a whole.
I mean,
Like the
yeah,
Cuban,
yeah,
yeah,
on
yeah.
the Cuban Noche
Yeah,
Buena
on the
Festival.
spit, the whole thing.
That's
Yeah.
a big thing. Spinning
see.
right there.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's going to be done. I've been kind of lobbying
Gotta
him
be
for it.
careful. Defo shows up. He may throw you on there. Be careful. We may see
Oh.
Mike. We might see
That's not
Mayo
a joke.
spinning.
That's not a lie.
But that was
actually.
part one of Saturday because I went from there, and then our friend Tom Tanazzini, who has the Tom's Louisiana Kitchen Cajun Creole, was set up
That
shop
sounds
at
good, though.
Riverside Market South. He's usually up in Boynton Beach, but
Yeah.
now he did his first pop-up at the Riverside South, which is like a beer bar place. They have a little kitchen. He crushed it there, and I picked up a muffaletta sandwich.
Nice.
I
And
don't
then,
even know what these things are.
oh, you
Oh,
don't
we
even know
gotta
the
get you
New
the Tom
Orleans?
T.
It's like an Italian
my God.
cold cut sub.
I have no idea.
On a
Amazing.
round
This guy's food's ridiculous.
sesame seed loaf, but he does all the gumbos and the jambalaya. He was packed, and he was out of food. He was supposed to be there till 9 o'clock. He ran out of food by I think like 7:30 or 8.
Oh wow.
And he crushed it, and he got invited back. Julian, the owner there, says, "Yeah, come on by again next Saturday." So Tom is
Oh really?
definitely very happy. He might
Wow.
be
I may
have
setting
to
up
be there
some
too.
more
Special.
permanent. Yeah, and again, there have been some new places going around. Popping up, Voodoo Bayou down on Las Olas is a kind of a
New
Cajun
Orleans kind of a
themed
places, yeah.
restaurant. There's a place up in Pompano now called South Kitchen, and then and our friends now at Batch New
Batch is
Southern
sort of
Kitchen in
Southern-y,
Fort
yep.
Lauderdale. They
Oh.
have a bunch of different Southern items, shrimp
Yep.
and grits, but also a couple of the New Orleans kind of things. But yeah, Tom is crushing it. And then I went to Mundy's with my daughter's friends for dinner, and so I had a
And that's right here, right?
yeah, that's right there on Dania Beach Boulevard, in the shopping plaza that used to be a Winn-Dixie, and now it has this ideal
So
food basket.
it's going towards the water?
Yeah. Before you get to Concadoro, there's Mundy's, and
Okay.
they don't do pizza there, but it's a full sit-down restaurant. And Will and Joyce were the longtime owners. They sold it earlier this year. Another couple bought it. Neighbors in the neighborhood here, friends of Will and Joyce, and they're doing a terrific job with it because they kept the same chef is on board, and a lot of the servers are the same, and they've actually enlarged the menu a little bit. They have more specials like rack of lamb, and they do these
A lot of seats?
veal chop. It's a small, cozy place, and again, it gets my thumbs up. They do a really nice job for a neighborhood Italian joint.
That's great.
So that was a triple header on Sunday for me, and that's what I've been doing lately.
All right,
Freed.
I'm gonna take off and let you guys do your thing. But
Okay.
on Friday, if I decide to show up, where do I go?
Any Friday, go up to the second floor, and that's for anybody out there in our audience. If you
Second
want to
floor
come,
where Christy Lee used to be.
that was on the third floor. So if you go to the second floor, right beneath where Christine Lee's used to be, 10 Palms is their restaurant
and that's where
overlooking
you're
the
going
track.
this week.
Yeah, we go all the way down. We're there every Friday, and it's all the way down. They keep us away from the paying customers because they don't want. Joe doesn't want anybody to see me eating because he knows that things could fly all over the place. So
Sort of what you do, actually.
I heard enough today, guys.
All right.
Everybody have a great day.
Freed, have a great
Good to see
Thanksgiving.
you.
Thank you for
Good to
the
see
Great. Happy Thanksgiving.
hospitality.
Thank you so
as
much.
always.
Happy holidays. We will see you
And,
next week. my
it
friend.
is-
Be safe, please. Okay.
Tre-
We'll be fine.
tremendous. This
Thank you.
brisket is, I mean, so tender.
Okay,
so
so while
good. Did
talking-
you try it yet?
Yeah, I did. It's fantastic. So since I'm from the default school where everything off air is on air, I guess, and Mark sort of brought it up, I'll do it on the show. I'm not leaving you in the lurch per se, but since you have to navigate Thanksgivings with the women in your life, I sort of forgot and I dropped the ball because business comes first, and people are saying Lubie, nothing can be done without Lubie. I appreciate that out there. Every year we do Thanksgiving with my family, and that is accepted and understood. But the only reason it's accepted and understood, and I forgot this because, as you know, I put this before everything I just do. And my wife understands because she's a businesswoman. The Friday after, we do it with her family.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm not. It's not. This is my problem.
Right.
And I was like, oh shoot. So and she's like, you're working. I'm like, it's not working. We'll be a Gulfstream, and I got the face that you guys have all gotten
geez.
about the track. And
What are you, that 3 years in now to this
exactly.
marriage? Yeah, that's it.
So
Yeah.
it was like,
You can't-
thank God there's Ken, who I know enjoys Gulfstream and can do
Yeah,
the shows.
no.
I've already asked him. He's already signed off on going. So I actually would rather be there, but I love my wife, and I like that I have a marriage. So I will probably be with my in-laws doing Thanksgiving with them.
his witty repartee will.
But
have
he's
to
in.
hold
I've
us
already gotten
over.
his okay. He's
That's
down
great.
to do it.
And I love.
So I didn't want to
professor.
give you
He was
the notice without knowing there will be someone there.
There will be two things I will not do with Ken running the show on Friday. One is bringing any kind of Ben Affleck DVD, and two is bringing any kind of cake, whether it's in whole cake form
He's weird about
or a
cake.
slice of cake.
He's
I've never
weird
seen
about
somebody
cake.
get so
I love
vehemently
cake.
opposed to cake. There's
I love
good cake out there.
I love cake.
And maybe I'll bring him some leftover pecan chocolate pie because he
There you
seems
go.
to be a pecan pie
Yeah, I
guy.
don't know if I've seen him eat cake. He's not. Look, he's sort of like you. Like you like desserts, but you're not Mr. Dessert. Like he's the same way. He likes dessert, but it's not his thing. So that is milieu, I guess. So
Yeah. No,
that's
it's
where
okay. Hey,
he has picks.
We got a lot of business. We're going to go some overtime
Yeah, I'm
today
here.
because
Let's do it.
we're here. The FPL thing, we had to survive that. We've got a lot of
We are
food,
on. We're still
lot
getting
of
comments.
fine.
We
That's
are
good.
on.
And you know what? I've prolonged the agony long enough. It's time to
Yeah, so
give
what
the results
happened?
of the contest.
So what
okay?
happened with the contest?
Well, the contest, I got to tell you,
the Dolphins won by 7,
I gotta
which I
pat
don't know who would have
myself
said that.
on the back because it is a brilliant stroke of mine to avoid that stupid hat and all those little pills and little slips of paper to just introduce that second tiebreaker of the Dolphins result and pick the winner and the margin. Well, okay, sure enough, we had first of all, the restaurant was kind of a nearby another place that is well known for turkey year round. It's called Robert's Restaurant, and again, kind of neighbors here. But this rising tide. I know people who work here who have relatives that work at Robert's. It's been a long time restaurant in.
So it's like a deli. Is that what it is?
No,
or
it's not a
diner?
deli. It's more of a classic diner. You know,
Okay.
breakfast joint, lunch.
Okay.
But they have turkey. They fresh roast turkeys every day. And they're known for their turkey dinners and turkey clubs. So Robert's Restaurant on Sterling was the name of the restaurant. That was the contest restaurant. Number 10, Cardinale, was the winner of the featured contest race. That was a Todd Pletcher horse. Went off as a 2-1 favorite, $6 to win. And there were 12 people alive going to the Dolphins game.
God.
Nobody picked the Raiders. And
they always know
everybody
God's
picked the
Raiders.
Dolphins between margins of 3 and 24 points.
Oh, wow.
Nobody had Dolphins by 7,
No one
which
has
is
7
kind of
exactly.
shocking.
Yeah, that's weird.
So the closest to the result, Blanche Maines, congratulations.
Oh, she's been on there.
Repeat, I think.
Have they won?
I don't know if
she
Blanche
won.
has ever won, but she was thrilled to hear that. First of all, she picked Dolphins by 9.
Okay,
Somebody
that's
had
close.
Dolphins by 3.
That's
According
closer.
to double check my math there.
That's closer. No,
Lubie,
9's closer
9
than
is
3.
2 points away.
Yes.
3 is 4 points away. So Blanche Maines, no other tiebreakers necessary. You and a guest have won the Sunday brunch package at Gulfstream Park, including a mimosa and tax and gratuity. So congratulations, Blanche. I let her know the other day, and she was thrilled to hear about that. And again, we're going to have another contest this Friday for Black Friday. What I don't know is my brother informs me that there will be no live racing at Gulfstream this Sunday, and I've got to check with Joe B if 10 Palms is going to be open with their usual brunch buffet since there's
Over the
no
weekend.
live racing.
Mhm.
So if any contest winners are out there that have yet to redeem their prizes, this Sunday might be a no-go. Nobody has been in the books or told me they wanted this Sunday, which is just as well. I've got to clarify that with Joe B. But again, congrats to Blanche Maines. Job well done. Dolphins by 9. I went down in flames with my bonus bet on the betting app.
But
I gotta tell
you
you,
a money line like a jerk.
I had I could have won $55 on my bonus $10 bet if the Raiders somehow came back and won. It was
spit in
gonna
your
be,
face.
but that's
would've
the
blamed
beauty
you.
of gambling because I'm sitting there at the end yesterday, and every Dolphin fan in the world is aggravated. It's like, I can't believe they might blow this game. How could they not put them away? And I'm like saying, it's okay if they hit a Hail Mary and go for 2. I'm okay with that. I'll take the $55.
I was losing my mind. I wasn't even mad at FSU. I was actually okay at the FSU game. The Dolphin game was the one that threw me for a tizzy. But I'm glad it worked out for you, Blanche, and everyone who contributed. And I love that we had 12 people who were in the hopper for yesterday. That's fine.
Everybody was alive with the Dolphins by varying margins, and job well done. All right, we got a lot of business to take care of. Let's talk about our friends with the Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. Phil, he's going to be joining us, I think, this Wednesday. We're going to be doing
We're having a party, you told me.
a little pre-Thanksgiving party that's going to be also promoting the great festival coming up. It's going to be January 8th to 14th, 2024, the new year. Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. This Wednesday, we're going to be at the new Bayoshi Food Hall. It's an Asian themed food hall in Pembroke Pines. And all the people that are involved with that food hall are also going to be involved with a new event at this year's festival. It's called Walk and Roll. It's an Asian themed street food. There'll be dim sum and dumplings, and our friends Alex and Diego, who also own and operate Temple Street Eatery in Fort Lauderdale, they're going to be involved with this new Bayoshi food hall. They're going to be involved with Walk and Roll. And we're going to be out there this Wednesday. It's on Pines Boulevard. Some of you know it used to be the restaurant known as Gold Marquess Restaurant. What happened was the older couple who ran that basically after COVID shut down Gold Marquess, and then they retired and left it to their son, and their son had the idea to make it into kind of a mini food hall. There'll be like 4 different stalls
that's
in
great.
there, along with a big bar area, and it's going to be nightlife and music and dancing in the nighttime. Bayoshi Food Hall is not open to the public yet. I think they're hoping to get their CO and start operating the first week in December, but we're going to get a sneak peek this Wednesday, and we're going to be talking about the new food hall and talking about the Walk and Roll event, which is going to be on the Thursday, and I believe that is the 11th of January, and it's one of the big 4 events that if you go online to vlfoodwine.com, put in the promo code Lunchbox when you buy a ticket to either the bar fight on Wednesday, Walk and Roll Thursday, the poolside barbecue event on Friday at the Hyatt downtown Fort Lauderdale, or the grand tasting on Saturday the 13th, and that's at the Las Olas Beachfront Park there, A1A and Las Olas Boulevard. Any of those 4 events that you buy a ticket, put in the promo code Lunchbox, you get an extra 15% off your already low price. It makes a great stocking stuffer for the food lover in your life. And, of course, don't forget the intimate dinners. You'll find out all about those on the VL Food Wine website as well. Our friend Reno Sorbonne, we're going to be doing a show there December 6th with our friend Paula De Silva, who also is having a intimate dinner at Burlock Coast. That's where she operates at the Ritz-Carlton Beachfront. And, go online, vlfoodwine.com. Get your tickets now. Again, promo code Lunchbox for additional savings.
Talking about lunch, we're going to do more food talk when we get back. This is Mike Mills live from Grandpa's Café here in the Dania Beach area. More next, right here from Grandpa's Café.
Mayo here for Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. Since 1951, family owned for over 70 years, the home of freshness. I've been a customer for over 3 decades, and it's the place to go for poultry, steaks, meats, and of course, their unbelievable selection of fish and seafood. They've got it all. Key West pink shrimp, grouper, snapper, lobster, and of course, Florida stone crab claws of all sizes. Don't forget their famous fish dip and a full selection of prepared foods. It's located at 4191 North State Road 7 in Hollywood, just across from the Seminole Classic Casino. Owner Doug Carter and crew will take great care of you. Make sure to check out their weekly specials and daily catch online at DelawareChicken.com. Quality, value, freshness, that's the Delaware way. Tell them Mike Mayo and the Lunchbox sent you. Do you like pizza? Who doesn't like pizza? Well, my spot for pizza is the Pizza Spot. It's in that little bit hard to find Riverside Park neighborhood of Fort Lauderdale, but it's totally easy to love. It's at 601 Southwest 12th Avenue, New Haven style a pizza from Wade and Reese. It's a lovely outdoor spot. You could also pick up pies to go at 754-779-7788, 754-779-7788. Again, they're open every day but Monday for lunch and dinner. Some of the best pizza I've ever had. Go to Pizza Spot. They also have subs, salads, and more. Tell them the Gambling Gourmet sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, that's my spot. It's upscale food in a down-home setting. The chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. People come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Café Seville, that's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. Do you like burgers? Do you like wings? Do you like late night food and sports on big screen TVs and cold beer and friendly vibe and great people? Then you want to check out Shenanigans, 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach. Go to Shenanigans, you get yourself all the good stuff, the fresh fish every day, the blackened grilled wings, and of course, the kitchens are open late. Go there, tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. We're back on the Lunchbox. We're going to overtime today because we had a little FPL bobble that threw us off our game, but that's okay. We just keep eating. Nothing can throw me off the eating game at this point. Mike Lubitz.
No,
thanks again to Mark Freed here at Grandpa's. What a tremendous display. I got to tell you, if you guys are sick of turkey out there, you get this brisket platter.
That's really nice.
Green beans, almondine with the mashed potatoes. That brown gravy.
The gravy's
is
great.
Luscious.
The gravy's great.
And the thin sliced Clive, my man back there, he is the deli manager here. If you tell him to slice something thin, he will make it translucent. You can hold it up and see the light through it. Perfect ribbons of brisket. I can't get enough of it. Hey, we got to do a little bit more business. Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're talking about people at a deli counter that do a good job. I mean,
this is the week.
Yes, this is prime time.
It is
probably already
too
crazy
late.
there, right?
Too late to order your Thanksgiving fresh killed birds at Delaware, but not too late to go in there and pick up some, side dishes. They do have stuffing available in the display case, and if you want to get some of that fish dip, pick up some stone crab or shrimp or something for a nice appetizer before the big turkey feast. You can go in there. They're open this week. Again, it's a little bit unusual hours. They're going to be closed for Thanksgiving on Thursday, back to regular hours on Friday, which is 9 to 6 p.m. But tomorrow and Wednesday, they are open super early, 7 a.m. for those picking up their Thanksgiving birds like me and those who want to fill in and maybe pick up some other things for the week. Maybe if you want to have a little fish or stone crab feast before the turkey feast the next couple of days or this weekend, go in there. They'll take great care of you. They're 4191 North State Road 7 in Hollywood, right across from the old Seminole Classic Casino. The old bingo hall. You can't miss Delaware. They got a big chicken on the roof. I drove past there yesterday on the way to Curro, and I said, hey, you see the big chicken on the roof? That is the place for value, savings, and great customer service. Doug Card and his crew, they're going to be hopping this week, so be a little patient, but they are efficient. They'll take great care of you. Go on in there. They're open every day. Sundays only till 4 p.m. Go to DelawareChicken.com for the weekly specials and the daily offerings. And Delaware Chicken, tell them the Lunchbox sent you. All right. I know we got more business after this. I want to do one more topic.
Yeah, I'm here.
It was weird. Okay. Obviously, this past weekend, my daughter turned 18. There was a lot of people bringing out comp desserts. But before they bring out comp desserts and they sing happy birthday.
Yeah. Oh, right. 3 days in a row this happened.
Well, again, that's fine. That's par for the course. Here was what the weird thing was. Mm-hmm. Thursday night, nowhere near my daughter, I went to dinner with Val, and not her birthday. Never mentioned anything about a birthday.
No one did.
And we get this French restaurant. We talked about it Friday, Escargot Bistro, under new ownership. And again, we had a nice meal, cozy place. We get to the end of the meal. It was like dessert. We ordered. They have this special dessert that the wife makes. It was actually a pear souffle brulee combo. It was kind of like a kind of a puffy cake, but with a little bit of a custard with fresh diced pears.
That sounds nice.
They bring it. We order it. They bring it out with a candle, and they start singing "Happy Birthday" to Val.
Oh no! Do you get it? I don't know what happens.
What is the proper? And we just look at each other. We just went along with it.
Yeah, I would take it.
Like, okay, it's not her birthday. It's in March. Maybe they overheard me talking about my daughter's birthday, but it's not like I said anything to the, to
look,
the
if you do I feel like teenagers do that to lie and get a free dessert. Like that's jerky, but you obviously didn't do that. Look, I would lean in.
Right.
Like you're talking to me.
But here's the thing. Here's the catch.
Yeah.
We ran into friends of Val's at the
no.
next table during the meal. And she was like
They're
chatting
like,
them
"It's
up.
not your
She hadn't seen them. They don't know when her birthday
Oh,
is,
okay,
but they
okay.
see that it's her birthday and
Oh,
they come
geez, they
by
feel
on their
guilty.
way out and they say, "Oh, happy birthday." This is the beginning of a Larry David episode because you know, like 100%
gonna
when we
come
go out for her
around.
birthday
Yeah,
in
yeah,
March,
yeah.
that same
Mhm.
couple will be at the next table.
100%.
And then they'll say, "Oh, she's pulling that move at
Yeah, that thing
every
you're just-
restaurant." That goes.
I feel like that was look. What else can you do there? Well, and then if you tell them now it's awkward for the restaurant, like,
Right. We just went
you
with
just
it.
lean in. I would
But
lean in.
but I know 100% that other couple will see us on
Oh, yeah,
her
for sure.
actual birthday
Yeah,
when
whatever.
we are getting a.
So let me. Okay, so
compensation
it was her 18th birthday, and she had 3 different meals with her parents.
Actually 4 because her mom took her out on they had a mother-daughter like spa day on Saturday, and then Michelle took her out on the Hallandale Beach, that Itaru restaurant that's like also like high-end Japanese. They have like a robata grill and they have some grilled items and they have some sushi. So they went out for another like extravagant meal.
Well, I'm just saying, I
This
think
is
that's cool.
insane.
Actually, I'm telling you, my 18th birthday, I did my one dinner with my parents.
Right.
I didn't do 4, so that's you did something right where she actually likes you guys enough,
No.
or she's smart to get 4 free meals. But either way, her 18th birthday, that's a big mark, and she spent a lot of time with her parents, so that's pretty cool. You guys have like a
Friday was the
relationship.
bonus edition because again, we all thought that we were going to be at this high school football playoff game, and
Yeah.
then it's like, hey, opportunity to go to Tropical Acres pops up. Especially when I had that, I had a fully punch rewards.
I know why you
card.
went. I'm talking about your daughter,
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's not like she's
But
a
she loves it
cheerleader.
there.
Like she's popular. She has friends. So to spend a lot of her birthday with her parents, I actually think it's sort of cool that you guys have that relationship.
Yeah, and it's a testament. It's a perfect segue into our Tropical Acres because again, people on the Facebook group say, "Oh, it's only if you're a certain age." No, my daughter loves going there.
No,
She
it's a good place.
loves getting the prime rib there, and that's what she had was the prime rib dinner. I got the last night of the Twin Lobster special. I'm not even
Smart
going to
man.
talk about it anymore, but Jack Studiali that last night he had 110 orders, 200 of those little lobsters ready
Nice.
to go, and I'm sure they all sold out. And for the end of this season, but you go in there, there's plenty of other seafood items. They got scallops, they got that great surf and turf marsala pasta dinner. They've got stone crabs as an appetizer or a main course. Tropical Acres is at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania Beach, Old Fort Lauderdale area. They're open every day but Sunday. Usually this week they're going to be open for Thanksgiving from 1 to 8 p.m., but it's fully booked. So why don't you go in there on Black Friday and get yourself some of that great prime rib or the filet mignon, rack of lamb. They have all these great specialties. And again, it's good enough for my daughter for on her 18th birthday, the actual day.
Yeah.
They brought out a complimentary dessert for her, and it wasn't even one that they usually give because typically they give a choice of a cheesecake or a key lime pie
Yeah,
that they bake in house for their birthday complimentary desserts. My daughter loves it's an item that they only have on the early bird menu, and I guess my daughter is really maybe a 65-year-old in 18-year-old clothing. They have this ice cream cake,
Right,
and it's not like a Carvel
Oh,
cake.
it's
It
like
actually
cake with
has
ice cream.
it actually has like chocolate cake,
Oh,
and then wedged in between is vanilla ice cream.
That's nice.
She loves it, and
That's
it's usually
nice.
only on the early bird menu, which comes complimentary with the early bird dinner.
Yeah, yeah.
But they got a
She's
piece.
a Mayo.
They got a piece out for her, and she loved it. And I took a couple bites. And I was like, "Yeah, that is pretty good." So again, Tropical Acres, they're in the yes business. They aim to please. Go in there, tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Yeah, so I think that's gonna.
We've
do
almost
it for
wrapped it
today.
up, but you're talking about family and a place where they always treat you like family, or 5 places where they always treat you like family. We're Rappaport
course.
Restaurant Group. I know we're throwing a lot of our sponsors at you at one time, but we appreciate all of them, and you will appreciate them all as well. That's one thing I like about Rappaport, their entire staff. Yes, they treat us well, but you wouldn't know if you were Mayo or someone else. Everyone walks in and leaves with the same smile on their face every time they go to any one of their establishments.
They treat everybody like family, and they are family friendly at all
Yes.
those locations.
Yep. Even
They're also
even the
pet
animals.
friendly,
Yep.
and that's a sign of a very humane and patient restaurateur. Because you know me,
You
I
wouldn't put
get a
up with
little
that.
grouchy around those dogs, but not Bert. He's a people lover. He's an animal lover.
Yep.
And all the properties, the restaurants will be open for Thanksgiving. Deck 84 in East Delray on the Intracoastal. from 12 to 8 on Thanksgiving Day. Burton Max's on the west side in Delray Marketplace, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. for Thanksgiving. Max's Grill down in the Meisner Park in
Boca
Boca,
area.
also open at noon for Thanksgiving. And Prezos, our friends, 2 locations. We're going to be there
We'll be there
a
next
week
week.
from tomorrow.
Yeah,
From today, I'm
from
sorry.
today.
The
This time next week
27th will be at the Boca location of Prezzo, but they've got 2 options for the Thanksgiving holiday. You could do a grab and go dinner where you can
Which sounds
pick
super
up,
cool. I like that.
turkey for packed up to go. The deadline might be passed on that one, but they also offer in-house dining on Thanksgiving, also, I believe, from noon to 8 p.m. at both locations. They've got the traditional turkey dinners along with their regular Italian menus. Rappaport Restaurant Group, again, bring the dogs to sit on the outside patio areas.
And the weather's been
Bring the
fantastic.
kids, bring the wife. Everybody enjoy themselves all the time at Rappaport's. All right, that's going to do for today. Thank you for hanging in a little bit of
Always.
extra time.
Love Grampa.
And,
Mark's great.
Mark Freed, what a feast. I've got this.
Get your turkey dinners, get your Thanksgiving stuff the day after right here.
Yeah, turkey sandwiches. And again, it's a good place to come. Like you said, it's a 2-meal day on Thursday. Make the first meal here
Yeah,
at
get some bagels
Grandpa's
and
in
then go get
Dania
your
Beach. Me, I'm at like 2 meals an hour these days. But thanks to Jim Sarney for stopping by. He's going to go down to other sponsors, Shenanigans. Pat, I texted him this morning. He's going to be going up to his lake house up north for the holiday, but he will be back next week. We're going to do a show at Shenanigans.
Yeah, I'm excited to get back
do
in
a
there.
breakdown of the whole football season and where the Dolphins stand after the Jets game. We'll be there next Tuesday. All right, until then, everybody, we'll be in at Kaizen tomorrow.
Yes.
But it's not open for lunch hours. They're opening just so that we can get in there and spotlight the great fresh sushi. If you've never been to Kaizen, Kui, my man,
That place is great.
the chef, the sushi chef,
they
he
do a really
is
good job.
great. And we're going to have a nice little pre-holiday fish feast, some sushi with Kui tomorrow. Till then, thanks for tuning in. Thanks to Jeff Defo Forest, Mike Lubie Lubitz. I'm Mike Mayo saying, enjoy every open-faced tuna sandwich on a bagel.